try doing this the way the Graymark schematic will be. Okay, I got it plugged in. We're going to say I want to take document something.
Dogs are having a good time. And over there, beyond that souvenir shop, the haunted mill. You get into a little boat. You float through a narrow tunnel into the dark while witches scream. But that fools nobody, does it?
Okay, this is with
Any real terror. Good there?
Sounds good. And this is with the primary. I'm using it as a coil, and I'm not in the secondary of the second IF is not wired. I want to document things. Sorry, the wattage is 24.6 and 7. Let's call it 24.7, and the amps. Let me see what the amps was pulling here. Whoops, I just passed it. 242 milliamps. 242. And this is with, we'll call it just a coil. Now, turn it off. Turn that off. This is for the Graymark. Remember, and you had that 5, I think it's microhenry coil, and I was thinking this is a plastic enclosed type, you know, for like pocket radios, because I remember seeing a picture of that, the antenna, a really short little guy would fit a pocket radio and all that. And then he had, I'm thinking the original one, this came in, this would be coming in later, and this was the original one with the open variable tuners. So I am going to wire up this second IF right here, and not make that a coil, make it an actual wired up second IF, and then we'll see what the it should work. I'm thinking, because this open one I had like 80, maybe it was a little higher than that, 80, just north of 80 picofarad when it was fully closed, naturally. And when it was fully open, I was getting like 8 point something picofarad. I'm thinking, even though if it wasn't closed, it's probably going to be in the same ballpark as far as the inductance or the value anyway. And as far as this extra coil they've written in here, I think it was an afterthought for something I don't know what was on their mind. This looks like it maybe came from a student when they had this course. So I'm going to ignore all of this, and this local oscillator coil corrected to reflect PC board wiring from wiring found in radio. I'm going to ignore that and say, okay, it is a it doesn't matter, right? If it's plastic, I'm thinking. So what I want to do is do a little changing here. Let's go get that block of wood. And how hard are these tubes? That's out where I can't grab onto them. I want to get the biggest tubes out of there so I don't bend them up. I was looking at that Magnavox. Remember that generic schematic? It just had this going to the B minus, wasn't it? Is that B minus? Yes. Well, now they're after the fact. Okay, it's still the same, but they did show that with cathode using a 0.01 capacitor to the plate, and I got it. That idea I knew it had to be done like that, but I didn't know what the value capacitor they had in there. Would have been a .1 or a .05. I didn't know. So I was right to put the .01 in there. Now I'm going to hook up this diode from this detector tube. First amp. I'm going to use that diode, put it on 4, and then come down with this volume control and hook it up to there. Get this cord out of the way. I haven't done anything yet with this securing this. I wanted to put a zip tie on the back here to keep pushing in, but just stay out of my way so don't want to burn you up on a solder. And I gotta get a clip or something. Keep that cord out of my way. Probably won't get this one. There we go. Yeah, I got a capacitor in there. I forgot what I had in there. I'd have to look at the other print. I don't think it's important at this point. So, let's move this antenna out of my way right now. We're going to move pin 5. Get my hands on it. And then I'm going to take this out of play. Perhaps. There it is. I'm not going to. We'll just throw a jumper in there. How about that? And then the other side, like I said, is a volume control. And we're going to take pin 5. We're going to put that on this. Let me see. That'd be the top one. Back here. Let's make sure this is definitely clear. Lift it up like that. Okay. Then I need another jumper for the other side. And where am I going to put that? Definitely know we got to go on this side of the secondary. And okay, 2.2 meg, and I got a 1 meg in there. Right here it is, 2 meg. And it's got to go in the same one as the first IF. It is. Same thing. So we'll just take that and jump it over. Did it go through that 2.2 meg to get to that? So I'd have to go to the volume control to do that. And get in there. See which one that is. I think it's the far end one. 2.2 meg from here to ohms. I think it's this far end one over here. Should be reading 1 meg because I put it in there. That's something, I lost it. Get on there. Yep, I said 1 meg. So I'm going to go right over there. And then that should be all that needs to be done. And get in there with this. I should be able to. I got it. Okay. Take this out of my way. maybe I can lay it on its. He's laid down pretty good. Now we're going to try it the way they did, as far as the Graymark 510 schematic. I think it's going to work. Why wouldn't it? Okay, we still got it plugged in. This metal out of my way. I'm going to probably. What is this? Oh, it's my soldering iron. Alright, turn it off. It's off. Back on. I have to bring this in. Ted it out because that ferrite is not all it's cracked up to be. Well, it worked. No, I'm not. Wait a minute. You know what? It'll never work unless. I'm good for that. What did I do? I will see 5 first. I can reach that one easier. I ain't gonna work. Tubes are in series. Boy, if I don't forget to plug something in or put the tube back in. Always something. Now you better work. Yeah. 53 watts. It's going down though. Should leave it right on the station.
Least expected. Will you
Here it is.
answer me one question? If I choose. Have you decided how you mean to kill me? I decided that 6
Alright, now let
months
me
ago.
document
You
this.
still think you can get away with it? It's a method
24
which has never been known to fail.
watts
I give you my word of honor on that.
with both
Is it sudden?
IFs.
Yes, and no. Wouldn't
Watts,
you like
24.
to know what it is? Good night, Mr. Destry. I
Even
think I'd better be leaving. No.
24.0, so
Go ahead, sit down.
it's
Pour
7/10
yourself a glass of
lower,
brandy. No thanks. Then perhaps
and
you
then
wouldn't mind
the
pouring me a little. My
amps.
doctor allows brandy, though I'm forbidden.
Trying to enter this on it. Oh, no, it's 24.8. Okay,
I
so
notice your hands are shaking quite a good deal.
24.7,
You weren't like that
24.8. So it's the same.
No. You
Watts
are
is the
full of
same.
confidence,
27,
Lord.
28. It's back and forth.
It grieves me to
Okay.
see you waste tobacco by lighting a cigarette and putting it out immediately. Well, it's no use lying to you.
242.
But I'm going to beat you just the same. You wouldn't like to back out now? After what I've been through, you'd still have your
It's the
life.
same
I'll keep it.
wattage and amperes.
That's very unwise
The
of you,
current
Robert.
is 244 milliamps. Same with the
I was
other way I
expecting my
want.
secretary a little later to dictate some letters. But now, I think I'll leave her a message that I...
So, yeah, I wired it as this. The only thing different maybe is
Here's your hat. Here's your briefcase.
they're calling for
And
a
let me wish you a fond,
2.2 meg,
peaceful, and happy.
and the other schematic, generic schematic, it was a 1 meg I got in there. Maybe I'll wire it up like that. The only thing is the same and it ain't going to change. Is
That was last night.
I gotta tie these up too.
5 hours to go. Less than 4 hours now. I can keep away from the old devil until
Is look at this tuning capacitor. I've got it at 900 kilohertz. That thing should be right there, somewhere in. I'm calling it halfway of 90 degrees. That's the way this should be for the 900. But there's 9 there. So it's not lining up.
Betty Andrews, I'm sorry it was you who did this.
Did what?
It's way down here. But then on the same token, if I put it on 1600, that's about right there. So I'm thinking it's the low capacitance or something. It's not going to change that much by me adjusting this local oscillator, the antenna, and the oscillator on the tuner. Really not going to change that much.
I almost believe you.
But there it is. So I could have used this radio. Let me back it out now a little bit. I could have used this Graymark schematic and just ignored that oscillator here. I'm going to cut. Remember what? I got to get these tubes back out of there before I bend the pins. If I remember to put them back in, right? You get over there. So yeah, why not do it like Z-Print? I mean, I did good by doing it the way I did it, but we don't need this capacitor anymore. But we do need a wire from there to there. So how am I going to do that? You know what I'm going to do? Instead of making I'm just going to cut that. Give me a little tail on there. Get that out of there. Don't need you, guy. Where's it? Or that. Get you back out here. Try to make it go over that other one so I don't make a butt up there. That should work on there. Good and tight. Good enough for me. Let's do it. Boy, this is going to be long enough. That way. That's good. It's a good length. All right, so that one in place. Top right, right? Just Just enough solder on that. Okay. Nothing's small solder the first thing in the morning. Okay. Now we got that one. Then in the second one, I went through that plate. I don't see no 10K. Oh wait. Oh no, that's the. I'm taking it off. Just do I solder it in? I say yeah. Let's take that off. We'll leave a tail on that in this case. Cut it off later. And we want to go to there with that, so we can taking this off. Just lay down there nicely. Solder that in and give it a shot. Might have to take the resistor off. Looks good. We'll give that a try. Clean that up. Alright, let's try this. We took. Let's see what we got. Still plugged in. This is off. Put this on. I'll definitely have to bring my antenna down and get that. You know, here I go again. I bet you guys are watching me. Okay, now we're back.
Might get away. Mischief and intrigue. A dangerous adventure. We invite you to enjoy stories that keep you in suspense.
There it is.
For suspense, tonight we present The Lord of the Witch Doctors by John Dixon Carr.
The drums were beating that night. The Lord of the Witch Doctors.
It sounds good either way.
20
Either
miles
this
off the
one, the primary is a coil, or using both primary and secondary on that second IF.
island of Zanzibar. Here many years ago.
To be exact, in the year
We
1889.
get our trade
leaving it
possessions from
as-
Said Khalis. Said
Pretty much just like this.
We can't even be sure of it.
And then I could see this one meg I put in there.
Wives for his harem.
Instead of using a 2.2 meg,
from London about the situation in this island. No. Somebody in Whitehall probably forgot to post. For the last time, Mr. Harris,
it either works both ways. So all I'm getting out of this, perhaps, if this secondary on this second IF would go out, you could actually bring them back over here, but then you would need a capacitor. I had that capacitor. What was that value that I took out of there? It's laying around here somewhere. Here it is. That was just 100 picofarad. Didn't mean about it. I think I left it in there.
Can't seem to find the left fingers of all the farming.
There's a revolver on the table drawer behind you, sir. I don't need it. Stand perfectly still, all of you.
Now, please, friends all, don't be
That's
alarmed.
it. So,
Are you in?
pretty much
That's right.
wired up to the Graymark schematic.
The meaning of this tomfoolery?
Well, that's just what I'm here to tell you. Or maybe I'd better show you. Instructions. The envelope's pretty dirty and a little bit smelly from being under my furs.
Little speaker sounds pretty good. All right, hey, I hope you enjoyed this one. This part 2, that it can be done either way, and you get what you want from it. But I'm thinking if something goes bad on that second IF, use it as a coil and wire it up on the primary. Or vice versa, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know, but it's wired up pretty much as per Graymark 2x10 schematic. Hope you got something out of this. Found it interesting or something. I always like to try different things. So, thanks for watching. Next video is going to be repair or restoration.